Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. Sorry, I had a bit of a hard time getting everything to connect, but I think we're on now, hopefully. Hopefully it will stay connected. If you catch me on replay, hashtag replay for me in the comments. If you are watching me live, come on in and say hi. Welcome on this Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome. It's good to see you here. Sorry. As usual, when I start talking, my mouth gets dry. Hi, Melissa. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was having a hard time getting my phone to connect, so I think we're good. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. All will be well, is my hope. Thank you, Cheryl, for sprinkling. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing some hearts just to wake up Facebook and all the stuff, I would so appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home, right? I'm going to do, hopefully, a fun project with you guys today. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. We're going to be using this wood cross. I think that I did get it from, it was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. It may have been Michael's. I don't remember for sure. Hi, Tracy. Sorry I'm a bit late. I had a problem getting my phone to do what it needed to do. But hopefully things are good now and it will continue. Hi, Karen. Hi, Nancy. Come on in, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate you being here. Hi, I don't know. I can't see it. It's like half there, half not there. Sorry. So I'm going to show you guys a few things. We're going to get started. Like I said, we're going to use this wood cross. It is, I believe, from Michael's. It was $9.99 originally, but I did not pay that for it. And I believe I got it last year or the year before. Hi, Linda. How are you today? Thanks for hopping on. It is already painted and distressed, and I think we're going to go with this, so we're not going to do anything as far as that goes. Hi, Galen. Hi, Linda. Welcome. So we're going to be using some stencils from Essential Stencil. I am an ambassador with Essential Stencil, so they sent me out their new bundle. Let me show it to you guys. We're going to be using one of them from here. This is the first time they've sent me out their bundles, so that was amazing. And I was surprised for sure. Hi, Anita. So they do have, let's see, 4 mini like tag stencils. The first one has 4 pieces in it, and it's called Farm Patterns Mini Tags. And I'm just going to show you these real quick inside their package so we can get on with our project. But I wanted you to see them because I believe this bundle is still 30% off. If anybody is interested in that link, I can get it for you and save 10% more on your purchase. So this one is called Lavender Cotton Sunflower Mini Tags. So it has a lavender, a cotton, and a sunflower, obviously. Faith Family Farm Mini Tags. And there's 3 in the last 2 sets. And then we have Farm Animal Mini Tags. So that one's cool too. This one is a little bit bigger. These are 6 by 6. The ones I just showed you are 3.5 by 6. And this is eggs, bacon, and milk. Those are really cute. What do you guys think so far? Are you liking these? So this one says farmhouse on it. It's a really cute stencil. And they also gave you a miniature stencil with that has a chicken, a goat, a pig, and a cow. So you could do definitely a lot with that one. There's the picture of what they did. I love this one. It says grace changes everything. And there's the picture on that one. This one is give us this day our daily bread, Matthew 6:11. And there's the picture on that. The size of this one is 12 by 12. This one is 16 by 8. And I believe this one is 16 by 8 also, yeah. Welcome, Lori and Galen and Susan. Welcome, welcome. So this one is 12 by 12 also. It says, bless this home and all who enter. And I am going to be doing a door hanger with this one soon. That one I think is really cute. It would look awesome on your front door. And these two scriptures are amazing. Well, a scripture and a prayer. The first one is John 14:27. It's a 12 by 16 stencil. It says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. An awesome reminder, right? And there's the picture of it. Hi, Devana. How are you doing? So I'm going to start setting some of these down here. Again, if you guys are interested in the link to any of these stencils or the bundle, I can also save you 10% off. Just let me know in the comments. So the last one we're going to look at before the one we're going to get busy with is the prayer that you all know. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the glory, and the power, and the glory forever. And then amen. And even just using this amen down here, it's really pretty with the leaves and stuff. And I'll show you guys that close up. So here's what it looks like when they did a project with it. And there's your stencil. And if I didn't say it, this is also 12 by 16. So with our project, Pam, I can get you that link. It's with Essential Stencils, and I'm an ambassador with them, so I can get that for you and save you 10%. I think they're on sale through the end of the month. I'll have to check, but I think the bundle's only on sale though. But I can save you some money by giving you the link. I know, the prayer is amazing, right? So this set is called Simply Blessed. It's a 12 by 6 stencils. It comes with 3. Here's what it looks like with what they did with it. It comes with 2 patterns. And here's the other one. So that pattern and this pattern. And then let me put it backwards because that's the problem, right? You guys can't see it the right way, unfortunately. It's still a pain with that we can't change that right now. So we're going to use this right in the middle of this wood cross. And like I said, I'm pretty sure I got this from Michael's. I don't know if they have it this year, but it's a cool, already distressed wooden cross. So I want to raise our words on here, not just stencil them. So we're going to use some lightweight spackle that I just got from Dollar Tree. I mean, I've had this one for a while, but I'm assuming you can still get them from Dollar Tree. And if I can find my palette knife. we're gonna put some of this on a plate. And then we're gonna add some paint to it. Do you guys have any ideas for color you would like to see for our letters? Because we're just gonna add it right into our paste. So what do you guys think? Thank you so much for sprinkling, Denise. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Donna. Hi, Virginia. If you guys are new to me, be sure and let us know in the comments so we can welcome you. I am Darlia Sawyer, and I do live in Western Colorado. I'm owner of Darche Designs, and I am thankful that you all are with me today. So we could do brown because the distressing in the cross is brown, so that would obviously look nice. I think a navy would look really nice too. We also are going to need a color because we're going to use one of these patterns on our cross too. So you guys kind of be thinking of a combination. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Kelsey. Tammy, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. If you wouldn't mind sprinkling or smashing some of these, or of course commenting, those are all great ways. So Facebook hopefully will get stuff out there. Or we could go totally lighter, and we could go with this turquoise and a coral color, which I am totally fine with if you guys are. So if you want this green, would be super pretty, mossy green. Okay, that's a good thing too. So we could do brown and navy, coral and turquoise. Thank you guys for the hearts. I appreciate that. Or let me find our greens. I have a basil green. Yeah, these are both basil green. And let's find something a little different than that. I think we could go with these two colors if you guys are wanting to go in green. So let me know if you want green. You can say coral or blue. Let me know what you think would look best. I gave you 3 completely different choices, right? I might even want to go with a little bit darker green than that. Let me see. I've come to the realization that I have a whole lot of basil green. Yeah, I think I would go with this one. So it is basil and crocodile. So there's our green colors if you want green. Here's the corals and teals, or coral and teal, navy and brown. What are you all wanting to see? Brown and green? You want to mix them up more? You like them all, Devonna? I know, any of them will look good, right? It seems like everybody's kind of in a green mood, so maybe we just go with those. Greens are definitely pretty, and they're pretty much neutral. This is something you could, you know, put on your door also, for sure. Coral, says Linda. I do love the coral too, for sure. I don't know, you guys. All right, so our words, I think we're going to put darker. We're going to go with a crocodile for that. So we're going to mix this in with our spackle. I probably won't need this much. I can probably use part of it for, you know, our pattern. So I'm going to mix it in with this much right now. Did you guys like to make mud pies when you were little? It's always what this kind of reminds me of, right? mud pies, only it's with spackling. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to be probably plenty for us. So I'm going to take some back off. I'm going to try to find a spackle or a palette knife that isn't so filled with texture paste already. Or spackling or whatever kind of texture I've used it for. How is your Thursday going, everyone? Hi, Dawn. All right. So we're going to take this, and you can definitely tape it if you want. We're going to try to center it on our board. I know I have painter's tape around here somewhere, but where the somewhere is, I'm not seeing it. You know, I thought I put everything that I would need right close to me, but then every time I need something, it's not there. I'm just gonna hold it, you guys. So we're gonna go. Hopefully I can hold it in place and not move it, right? It's looking pretty straight. I'm trying to do the same distance here and here, and then the same distance from the closest letter to the side of my cross this way, and do about the same right there. So that's how I'm trying to fit this in there. Plus I want to make sure I'm getting all of the letters in there. Oh, Devonna, you're not feeling the best today. I'll keep you in prayer for sure. Just like flus or colds, or is it something else? And this is a kind of a bit runny, not as runny as paint, but you're definitely not gonna want to put, see, I'm already moving it, a lot on there. And especially since I don't have it taped, I would hold down here by where you're putting your spackling on. Oh boy, I can see that I'm already having issues. And then I just like to scrape it, the excess off as I go on to our next letter. And this will just add a little more to your stenciling by giving it a raised appearance. And we're not doing the words, you know, one word in one color and one in the other, so we don't have to worry about taping that off. We're just doing it all the same. Trying to, when I apply it, put it a little above or on the side of where these letters are, just so I'm not getting a big gob down in there, hopefully. It always worries me that it's running. Oh, it is. It's too runny, you guys. I'm going to wipe that off real quick. We're going to have to make it thicker. The good thing is we can take it right off. I might just put the texture on and apply the color after. I was worried about that. Okay, let me get it off of here real quick. I don't know. I've done it before and I've never had it go through like that much, but that green paint was really runny, so I might have to go with a different color. I don't know. I do have some grit paste here too that might work better. Let me check it out. I made a lot of that too, unfortunately. It looked like it was running under the stencil, so I was like, I better check it. Okay, I'm going to put this spackle back into here, the part that I didn't get any green on. I am going to set this to the side, see if I can find another use for it. And we're going to try the grit paste and see if it does any better. If I had some like powder or cornstarch in here to thicken it up, we could do that. And this is pretty thick, so it might be okay. And I'll show you what this is in just a minute if it looks like it's gonna work. If it doesn't look like it's gonna work, don't be worried about it. Okay. Actually, the paint isn't that runny. I don't know, maybe just the spackling was really moist for some reason. Yeah, as long as you don't let it dry, you should be able to get it right back off. If you let it dry and set up, then yeah, it would be hard to get. I have other jars or other containers of spackling too that might not be runny like that one was. I'm like, that is pretty much like paint. Well, I thought I had a good idea going, you guys. Hopefully. Add just a tiny bit more paint. You never can plan for those unexpected things that come up, right? It's like, oh, the spackling is extra runny for some reason. So this product is made by Tim Holtz. I think you can still get it. I haven't looked for it lately, but it's called Distress Grit Paste. So let me show you guys right there. Hi, Tracy and Teresa, Virginia and Jenny, welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I do not have my youngest little granddaughter this week, so that is why I was able to get this time slot to be able to go live with you guys. This is the time slot I used to always do before I started watching her. All right, let's go. Let's get this on here. Hope that this one's gonna work. So again, I'm just gonna hold that on there. I think I got it pretty even, and we're gonna hope that this one is not gonna run. It's like I feel like one was really runny and this one is like hard to get in there. So we're having fun. We're gonna look at it. I think it looks fine so far. We're going with it. Hopefully it's gonna work for us. It's just getting it to stay in place and not move on me is tending to be a bit harder than I thought it would be. So I'm just kind of brushing that excess off, making sure I hold this down as I move my hand. So it's definitely thicker. And if you don't feel like you get enough in your first coat, you can always wait for it to dry and go back over it again. Just lay your stencil back over the top of it and go back over. Okay, I feel like we have some play on. Hi Donna, Virginia, Deborah, Jean, welcome. How are you all today? If I say hi to you twice, it's not because Facebook just keeps showing me that everybody is watching over and over again. It just started doing that with me, I think a couple of weeks ago. I don't know why. You gotta love all the Facebook updates, right? Of course, this is a little bit harder to get in there, but that's okay if it's gonna stay where we need it to and not be running underneath our stencil. We can deal with it being a little harder to get in there. Well, you guys, I finally took down my snowman flag outside my front door. Oh boy. I'm like, well, it's 80 degrees. It was 80 degrees yesterday, and it's supposed to be 80 again today. I'm finally getting my snowman flag down. Okay. These bigger letters are a little bit harder to get enough in there. Kind of like painting. When you're working on it, you're focusing, right? Trying not to get my hand in where I need it to stay in these letters. Okay. You want it to look smooth, and that's why I keep trying to go over it and just get that smooth, hopefully, feeling. Somewhat anyway. I may have to do another coat over it to get that. I'm not sure. As long as it's staying where we need it to stay, that's the main battle. So we're most worried about that. I love Essential Stencil. I was doing Magnolia and Essential Stencil, and not too long ago I decided I was no longer going to do Magnolia, and I just wanted to go with Essential Stencil. It is nice to have the you know, adhesive stencils that Magnolia offers, but honestly, these, you know, as long as you take care of them, they're not gonna they'll last for however long you need them to. Go ahead and pull it off. Yay! I got a little bit out right there. Otherwise, I think it looks good. I feel like it needs to be a little smoother on our E. But, you know, unless you're trying to be super fussy, you don't have to worry about it. I know it's going to be backwards to you guys. Sorry. So there's our stencil part, or there's the word part. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to wipe this down real quick so it doesn't dry. That is one thing about this grit paste. You can get it off your stencil if you let it set, but it's a lot harder for sure. So we're just going to wipe it off real quick. Then we're going to do our pattern on here. So it wipes off, like I said, if you do it right away, it's usually not any issue, even with the grit paste. Paint, of course, is a lot easier. It's not hard to take care of your stencils at all. And if you guys want the links to any of the ones I showed at the beginning, or this set, or any of it, just let me know. And I will get that, because I can save you money with that link. 10%. What do you guys think? Do you like it so far? I think it almost looks like velvet. I don't know if you guys could tell that. Let me hold it closer to you. And I'm going to take that little edge that went over off before it dries when I get through putting the pattern part on. But I do love the color, you guys. So if you can see right there, I'm going to take that little edge off right there. But does it, can you tell where it looks kind of a little velvety? Or I am just imagining it. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to just kind of smush that all together. And if I wet it down and cover it, I can definitely use it later. This is a bit messy. I'm not going to lie about that. But, you know, paint can be that way too. I got it on my back thingy too. Oh well, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, let's make up some of the lighter color real quick. I am going to have to look for more grit paste because I am almost out of it, so I can let you guys know if I can't find it any longer. And this is pretty dry. It's actually a good thing that I'm using the paint with it, obviously. Okay, now we're going to mix the basil with this. And, oh, I have to show you something I found at Walmart, you guys. They have these little containers of little flowers that you can use on your projects. I think it was $9, but they had greens and blues and then like the corals and pinks. So I thought that was fun. And they're small enough that, you know, for most of your projects you could use them for. Now, it doesn't look like there's a huge difference in these colors right now, but I think when it dries, this one will definitely be quite a bit lighter. I think because of it being wet right now, it looks about the same color as this, hopefully, but if they are the same, it doesn't matter. They definitely don't look the same in the bottles, so I don't think they will be. Okay, I think we have this one about ready to work with. It's kind of fun to experiment and do things that are different, right? what's the worst that can happen? You have to wipe it off and try again, and then if the texture doesn't work, you can always just use paint. So it's no big deal. Okay, you guys, we have two choices of patterns. We'll call this flower, and this is like the flower and a diamond. So do you like one or two better as far as the patterns go? This is definitely more simplistic. One or two. Let me know. Or one can be hearts, two can be thumbs up. What do you guys like best? We're going to add that down here and a little bit at the top too. Hearts for one, thumbs up for two. I'm seeing hearts. You guys like the more simplistic one. Okay. It is really pretty for sure. So we're going to go with this. On the bottom, trying to decide how many rows I want to do. I could do all 6 and maybe just do 3 at the top. Or I could do 3 and 3. What do you guys think? The 6 might be like a lot. Maybe I should just stick with 3. I could always add on. Bonnie, you're 1 too. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I grabbed 1, right? Yeah. I'm like, I started thinking I had the wrong one. Well, did I? I grabbed the wrong one? Or did I? No, that's the other one. Okay. I don't know. It has the circles over here, so I was getting confused. This is right. Maybe I don't want the circle part. They're kind of, well, they kind of have them interspersed a little bit, so that's okay. We're going with it. It just depends on how you look at it, I guess. All right, let's go 3 and 3. Again, I'm gonna have to hold this down pretty good to keep it from moving. Start over here. Get our little design filled in. Oh, I got a chunk in there. We don't need that for sure. Okay, I'm going to start scraping this just to make sure I'm getting it covered. Sorry that my texture parts weren't cooperating today. One was obviously way too runny, and this one was a bit too thick, but I think once we added the paint, it was fine. All right, I think. There we go. It's always great lifting it up because you're like, whoo, it worked. So I don't have to wash this part as long as I don't use that part over here. We're just gonna add 3 rows at the top now. Yeah, it's a little deceptive because it angles more at the top than it did at the bottom. All right, you guys, we have 2 minutes. Can we make it? I think we can, hopefully. I appreciate you guys being here with me today. if you haven't yet followed my page, I would definitely love for you to join me here. I do all sorts of different crafts, and I'm trying to go live 2 to 3 times a week right now. I was doing 3 to 4 times, but then we had a lot of things come up in our lives, and I just haven't been able to get back to that kind of schedule yet. But I definitely am trying to do the 2 to 3. And it is kind of all different times right now. I'm trying to figure out days and times that I can be consistent. But I do post that on my page. I do have a Telegram channel if you would like to subscribe to it. If you haven't yet joined Craft Around the Clock, it's an amazing group that Tracy is over, that there are creators going live in there from early morning till late at night, Monday through Friday. And then a lot of times we do have events also in there on the weekends that you can watch. So a lot going on in there. That link is up in my description. I wasn't able to get much else in my description because my phone wasn't wanting to cooperate with me connecting before I came on, but eventually it did, so that's good. All right, guys, I really like this. I hope you do too. It's kind of simple, but very, very pretty. What do you guys think? Let me know. You like our little cross? Like I said, I think it would be really pretty on a door. Or you can put it, hang it wherever you want. I probably will go over the middle part again just because I want it to be a little more smooth. But we finally did get it to work anyway. I'm going to take that off right there real quick. It just went over a little bit right in that one little area there. And just kind of tap it down. As long as you get to things right away, usually it's not a problem to fix them. But I hope you guys like this idea. I will be on tomorrow. Hopefully I can catch you. It won't be till late at night. I'm like on very late tomorrow, I believe. Or no, wait, tomorrow. I think I'm on it too. I'm thinking next week. I'm all confused, you guys. Anyway, I will post it on my page. So have a great rest of your evening. Be sure and check out the next creator in Craft Around the Clock. If you're on there already, all you have to do is refresh your page by swiping down. And again, thank you guys. Be blessed and have an awesome evening. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.